Jesus is coming.
Back to the studio.
Now, Cafe Milana's not too keen to go in. He's got the blindfold on.
Used. So that is part of Biden's campaign.
Well, we'll see, but it seems to fall back to Congress, and I'm just wondering whether Congress is the best Congress money can buy.
Yeah, that's that's a very arch point. Thanks, Alan. Talk to you next time.
Thanks, mate.
Steve's on the line. Hi, Steve.
Yeah, it's Ski.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Many people do that anyway. Few things. Hillary Clinton, go back to Bernie Sanders. Yeah.
Economy is a big problem for employees for us. They started building the new
Local media give updates on the spread of the coronavirus, with schools closed, children can't.
With 2 years' worth of interest repayments, saving us more than enough to do both, right?
Just visit mortgagechoice.com.au for details. What about a bigger man cave?
How about no?
Visit mortgagechoice.com.au and calculate what you could do with the savings. Terms and conditions apply.
Anthony Cook from 4x4 Excellence Brendale chose TAFE Queensland to get his daughter ready for business.
Well, I can't teach her everything she needs to know. I've trialled in-house training before, but found it very textbook heavy. TAFE Queensland was the right mix of on-site, online and hands-on block training. There's a wide variety of training at TAFE Queensland that I just can't offer in the workshop. At the end of the day, I know it'll make her a better employee.
Get your apprentices ready for business with training from TAFE Queensland. Search Ready for Business for more info. RTO 0275.
Hi, Sharpie here from Brothers Rugby Union Sunshine Coast. We're not just about footy, we're a family club, aren't we kids?
Yeah! We're taking registrations now for August year.
Telling you.
All right. Well, I've been speaking to Mum and Dad have been speaking to people up there, and they can't go anywhere. If they have to go to the hospital, only a hospital, I think, are open. Major chemists, a couple of shopping centres are open, but everything else is closed. Everything closes at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Cafes are closed. Shops are closed. So they're pretty much in lockdown mode, and it's just a disaster over there. No one's they're not working. I don't know what's happening with the government. How they're subsidising the work over there. I've got no idea, but
financial crisis. So this is not going to, smooth it out entirely, but it is a good start.
And how time sensitive are these measures?
Some of them are going to kick in immediately. Some of them, I guess, won't. There'll be, money allocated, for example, to the NHS, which will be spent as and when demands get placed on it.
But in order to have an effect on the economy and shore it up, do they need to be quick and do they need to be very targeted?
They need to be as quick as possible. And I think... I would be in favour of just literally handing out cheques.
But what do you think, though, about the Bank of England's measures? Because it has been likened by some economists to giving people tokens to use in a supermarket that's shut.
Oh, well, they've done what they can. It's not just a cut in interest rates. They've also announced a resuscitation of this scheme to subsidise lending to small and medium enterprises. Banks
investigating the impact of coronavirus on gig economy workers. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Who did you talk to?
I spoke to a range of people who work for companies like Uber, Deliveroo, Ola, and other ride.
For 25 years. Peel good, feel good. With Australian bananas.
Ready for Will and Woody to drive you home?
Paul, you put the wrong word in the wrong place.
I was a waiter in a restaurant and I just picked up a Caesar salad, got to the table and I said, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, who's having the Caesarean?"
Get a fresh way to drive home. It's Will and Woody. This afternoon from 4. Brisbane's 97.3.
If you missed our show, listen to the Catch Up podcast on the free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dr. Urka Artisana Pizza. Fresh to the freezer, only at Woolworths.
Cha-cha-cha. 97.3. Brisbane's widest variety of music from the 80s to now.
Wow. The Women of the World Festival. It's going to be taking place at QPAC next month. They're going to be performing.
And it's funny. There's nothing funny about that.
One last question about.
Oh my
death.
God, this is it, Vivian. This is where we come to a grinding halt. Go,
this is
quick.
the penultimate question, I guess.
You've
so
added a
second to
second
last.
one. You said one last question. Jesus. So I think you have to provide for both. You have to have like really small, like little tiny sandwiches or little tiny spring rolls or something that someone can just, so that other people can go, "Have you eaten today?"
Ocean Grove, 1,000 Golden people. Their album Flip Phone Fantasy is coming out on Friday. Flip Phone Fantasy Friday. That's all on the song on Friday. Good luck, everybody. And before that, just a
A major level crushed their cars. Do you remember
Yes,
that?
I do remember you now, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And I tell you what, when Jess gets back, get her to lock it in for 12 months' time and bring me back, because I'm going to get great pleasure in saying, "I told you so."
Okay, yeah, you can ring in. You can ring in any time. Doug, thanks for your call.
Okay, mate, all the best.
See ya. Bye-bye. 133353 if you want to be part of the program. Is that Michael?
Yeah, I've already been on.
Oh, you've already, Sarah, Michael's already been on. Okay. He's sitting there. Greg, hello.
How you doing?
Good.
I'd just like to bring up something that we've spoken about, friends have spoken about for many years, about how superbugs have been developed and
So, did you have a name for the TV show or anything at this stage?
No, it was actually, what I was actually visualizing was not so much the show itself, it was more the spoils that would come from the show. Because that's
MX5.
It's it's like the Emmy and the front page of Variety, and people literally. This is really what I wanted when I thought about it.
Protocols to make sure that their drivers do report if they have symptoms that could be coronavirus related. If they don't have the protocols in place, there could be a whole series of persons serviced by that particular driver. For example, if you take Uber, and Uber itself could pick up liability for spreading the virus, not as customers, but through...
Recording of The Power of Three. They were performing music by Christopher Spike called Lament. You're with Megan for Night Music here on ABC Classics. I'm going to be with you for the next 5 hours or so, over 5 hours.
I lose my...